First of all, I'd like to say words of appreciation to our dear PRC board, Engineer Mendoza. Definitely, I'd like to recognize our incumbent President Richard De Belen, very handsome. Also, second handsome and incoming President, Engineer Randy Pedilla. Of course, I'd like to recognize our other board members, Engineer Belmore, Engineer Jonathan, Engineer Flores, Romy. Also, I'd like to recognize definitely my college professor who taught me illumination, engineering and pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila. Sir, hindi po kayo nagkamali. Our incoming governor for Middle East, Engineer Rainerio Subsub. Palapakan naman natin yung dating ng professor. Hindi po na sayang yung kanyang tinanim sa akin.
Tingnan natin kung tama yung tinanong.
Okay, malalaman natin sa mga susunod na mga oras. Similarly,
nalaman tuloy yung edad kasi nakita ka eh.
ako po. Sorry sir, di ko sinasadya. Obviously, we want to recognize everybody who participated to this very solemn but very fruitful event. Everybody who's an electrical practitioner, both PE, RME, and REE, and all those other graduate of electrical engineering profession, our guests. I'd like to recognize also the presence of my wife and my firstborn son. They're with me. Gusto po nilang malaman ano bang pinagagawa ko, ba't ako nag-iikot sa buong Saudi Arabia sharing this. So, ngayon malalaman niya nila kung nagsasayang pa ako ng oras o hindi. So hopefully it will become a fruitful event. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am Engineer Michael Santiago, and I am the Technical Manager for Schréder Lighting Middle East. And it is my great pleasure to have been invited to speak to you in regards of my topic, Smart City Solutions. Schréder Lighting has been in the business since the Industrial Revolution. We've been working for over 100 years. And currently we are headquartered in 70 countries in 5 continents. We have about 7 research and development centers as well as 6 factories in London, UK, South Africa, Portugal, Spain, Ukraine, which is closed right now because of the annexation, and of course China. I am part of the more than 2,500 experts across the globe, and currently this company has been a leader in terms of what we call LED revolution, which became very prevalent in around 2010. And in 2015, we started to move beyond lighting to offer not just lighting and illumination as a product, but we also look into connecting the lighting to other objects. And that is why we developed what we call the Shuffle Smart Pole, which I will talk more later. And in around 2019, we thought of developing our own business unit that will cater to the need for smart city solutions across the globe. Thus, Schreder Hyperion was developed. We now recognize that public lighting is an indisputable part of every city. It is a necessary ingredient to make cities habitable, sustainable, safe, and livable. Thus, we have to recognize, is it just lighting? There is more. Schréder Lighting, as a leader in lighting, we are actually one of the market leaders across the globe, not just in Saudi Arabia, but we thought of developing how can lighting be used as a catalyst to smart city solutions all over the world. Imagine this, what is the most prevalent kind of electrical system that you can find everywhere? That is basically lighting put in a street lighting pole. Just step outside, you will definitely see for every 30 meters, there's a street pole lighting up our roads and streets. Thus, if you can imagine, if you can put objects on these poles and make them smart enough, they would definitely benefit our communities. Schréder Hyperion is actually situated in a university in Portugal, in Lisbon, Portugal, in Nova School of Business and Economics. It is composed of about 60 experts coming from about 15 nationalities. And today, I will talk about 3 particular products, or actually it's not just products, it's actually services that I'd like to share to you that would give you an awareness of what is available in the market and that you would be able to implement in your projects soon enough. Why am I emphasizing smart city solutions? Metal halides, high pressure sodium, incandescent, and all of a sudden, some of these lamp sources has become eradicated, obsoleted, and it's now even illegal to use them because of energy savings. You cannot use incandescent nowadays, and some proponents of energy saving are pushing fluorescents out of the market nowadays. Okay, thus at around 2010, there has been a need to use a more sustainable, energy-efficient light source, which is what we call LED, light-emitting diodes, that became part of the options. At such a time, the learning curve or the market curve became just a few specifiers putting LED in their designs. It still has been like a requirement for high-pressure sodium and conventional lighting. But when LED picked up, almost every consultant is putting LED in their specification until everybody, almost 99%, requires LED lighting. We had a market study right now. The same trend is happening for smart city solutions. Right now, most consultants are not very familiar about what smart city solutions are. Thus, it's still picking up, but we believe that around 2026, it will pick up 30% until all consultants will be putting smart city requirement in all their designs. It will be a necessary objective of every intelligent designer, intelligent engineer to consider putting smart solutions, controllable solutions, remote solutions to all of their specifications. Thus, it will be a benefit if I can get your attention for the next 1 hour or so. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 topics: shuffle smart poles, which you have heard me say last year in a hybrid session. It's a privilege for me to speak to you on the second time about the same topic, but I'm adding 2 more, OLED 4 and etc. Shuffle the urban platform. And I have here a quick video, which you may have seen earlier. I'd like to just show it again. I hope the sound would play. This is a shuffle pole composed of 4 direction cameras, a lighting switch that changes. We have a speaker, good for attack cord. We have an intercom button, a strobe, for the light. We have EV chargers. You can say it's like an all-in-one solution pole. It is very elegant, it's sleek, it's very sensitive fast, and it has a top controller. It is now your limitation, your imagination is your limitation, and how you will be composing the shuffle pole for your project. As you can see, it's like putting up a totem pole or a Lego. You just put them on top of each other, and you'll be able to develop your own pole for such an application. This is a unique patented solution where we use what we call clamps that make sure that the pole and the modules above will remain intact and not fall off. You have the option of choosing different suppliers of cameras, and that will be an option for you, and also it's easy to upgrade. Today, maybe you cannot purchase a camera, but after 5 years you want to use a new camera, you just remove and replace. EV charger is now becoming a new thing that people would like to have. SOS, which I will talk about some use cases later. Obviously, we have Wi-Fi. And this is what we call a mesh connection, not a star connection. I will talk more about that in a minute. You just have to consider which type of pole you will use for your installation. I guess I'll speak more of that in the slides, but I think you get the idea. Schréder Shuffle is our urban platform. It offers connectivity, visual engagement. Why? Because you can have infotainment. As the music plays, you can see the light ring change its color. Or if there's a threat in an area, it will change into a red color. signifying that there is some kind of a problem or a situation that needs first responders. We also have different kinds of lighting solutions, and definitely we have cameras for security. Schréder offers the first one, which is called the remote management OLED. This is a lighting unit control that controls all the luminaires or lighting products remotely through a computer or an iPad. We have a 360 light, or you can also choose what we call 180 light. We also have what we call a Wi-Fi connected to it. We have Wi-Fi, we also have a light ring. As we mentioned earlier, we have different kinds of CCTV. We have intercom that can be used for SOS, wherein there's somebody needing direction or needs help, you may be able to call it, and EV chargers. And if I can encourage you to please visit our website, shuffle.schréder.com, where you will be able to play around our website, wherein you can actually start stacking up the devices that you are interested to use in a certain pole, or there's an option to just choose a standard default pole, wherein it will show you what are the devices that will be attached to it, and it will compose for you a PDF report showing the final height and the part numbers included, and you can just pass it to us for sales. We can provide you with a quotation. Next, you can customize it according to your imagination or your need. Also, we have different partner ecosystems. For example, we have for cameras, we have Panasonic, we have Hikvision, and we have wireless or Wi-Fi routers. We have Rukus, Ubiquiti, and all the other stuff. Maybe in speakers, you would like to have a Bose speaker to use. We can also do that. Aside from that, it is connected to a software application for your personal management. And another addition is that we are offering this to become monetized solution, wherein through the pole, you can attach a 4G or a 5G enabler in remote areas where you can extend the signal for maybe STC, Mobile, and Zain. And these operators will be able to buy or pay you on the usage of that particular small site solution. You've heard of small sites, right? So this is a good solution for such. Moving on, we have different kinds of light, and if there is a need for you to use existing lighting fixtures, we are offering standard brackets. We also have different kinds of cameras for security, and if you would need a different kind of PTZ camera, we will offer to you a camera bracket to go with it. And as you can see here, we have an intercom that has a strobe and a speaker. Next, we have different kinds of connectivity for wireless routers. And of course, we have electrical mobility for EV chargers that changes color just in case, for example, a car is being charged, it turns into red. When there's no car charging, it's just open to green. I'd like you to try our website to be able to see it, but in 5 simple options, we have the SOS option that primarily focuses on security. We have campus. Definitely, we need wireless everywhere, especially if you're within a campus, a university, or maybe in a mall. Mobility, wherein we have a location for VIP, and eventually we are moving to monetization, wherein you can just use your phones to pay for your electric charge. Aside from that, we have security level and the light, just plain light. Some of the partner ecosystem are Schneider, Panasonic, Cisco, etc., etc. You may have seen some of these brands before, so these are the common ones. And of course, I'd like to show to you some of our unique selling point. It is an integrated design. Definitely, at the beginning of any specification, we would like to work with you to be able to pick the type of device, object that will be hosted in our pole. It's modular, it's rotatable. Definitely, by having it come in different sizes of module, you have the chance to rotate it, change it, and definitely upgrade it in later time. It has an end-to-end integration wherein we support you in the selection from the beginning, and at the end wherein you would like to integrate it with your network system. It is customizable because you can choose whatever kind of design, shape, and even version you would have. It is revenue resource, like I mentioned earlier. There is an advent of electric vehicles. Definitely, when you have a way wherein you can pay with card, these EV chargers, then that's definitely a monetized solution. 4G and 5G enablers are a chance for you to be able to extend the 4G and 5G coverage of any network operator. And recently, a lot of people are approaching us asking if we can put, I'll tell you some new advancement in giga projects. They want drone chargers. Eventually, the streets will be monitored by drones, not just CCTV cameras. And these drones would need to have a place where they can charge by themselves. And these poles would have that kind of solution, and we're under study for these kinds of solution. And one more solution is recently is what we call the digital signage. Nowadays, there's a lot of money in marketing. There's a lot of money in marketing wherein people can or companies can advertise their products through digital signages, and we will be able to put digital signages to these kinds of poles. It is open ecosystem. It does not require to be limited to Schréder brands, but it can cover other brands as well. It uses a smart application, and mind you, it is very easy to install. I'd like to share to you some of our project references. Michael, where have you installed this pole recently? Yes, globally, we have installed it in over 30 countries in about 50 cities worldwide. At the moment, we count it at around 10,000 pieces has been installed since 2015. But through the efforts, I'm not bragging, but I am part of those who contributed to this effort within Saudi Arabia, and especially after recent interactions with IIEE. I'm saying this to appreciate you that by opening doors for me, I was able to meet some of you, speak with you, sit down with you, and tell you about our product. So last 2019, we've installed 1 piece. In 2020, we've installed 2 pieces as a POC. And recently, in 2021, we installed 5 pieces. And in just this year, we delivered 2 weeks ago 159 pieces of shuffle poles. By 2023, we are expected in the pipeline to have about 2,000 pieces or more. And in about 2024, we're expecting around 11,500 pieces of these poles to start popping up all around Saudi Arabia. Let me show you where. In diplomatic quarters in Qasar Tuwaik, Riyadh, last 2019, we were able to install this POC, although it's dismantled now because I think there's a lot of renovations. But this one is installed in the diplomatic quarters. Next. We installed it also in Qiddiya last 2020 in the lower plateau of Qiddiya as a POC, proof of concept. We installed it with the camera, with the speaker, with the light ring, and an OLED controller. And as you can see on the side, we are able to remotely see the access or the monitor it through the camera. And most recently, last October 2021, we were able to install in NEOM Community 1, 5 poles, wherein the intention is to see the proof of concept for the NEOM community. And what we were able to establish is that we were able to install it in offices where we have light ring, we have environment sensors, we also have camera and IP speakers. Also in some of the other offices, we were able to install the same. In residential areas, we were able to install the same with the intercom, and on the gates, and on the public squares. So these products is now becoming a well-known product, and people are actually starting to find the advantages of having a smart shuffle pole installed in giga projects. So this is the whole NEOM Community 1 where we were able to install at least 5 of our POCs. And this is how the network flow would happen. So on each pole, we would have what we call the gateway that connects to the network through LAN, and it goes to the network router and then definitely to the cloud. We are able to control all these devices by having such gateway that is installed in the NEOM operations. Now you may ask, oh, cloud, you're using cloud. I will talk more about that in a few minutes. I think it's not allowed to host data of Saudi Arabia due to data privacy laws and rules to host data outside Saudi Arabia. Now, we would like to let you know that the only data that is being controlled by this particular solution is the light ring at the moment. But everything else, particularly the camera, it is controlled by the security team. The intercom and the other devices are controlled by the operations team. So all these other devices can be hosted in the premises. The rest can be hosted in the cloud. Recently, especially just 2 weeks ago, like I mentioned, we were successful to deliver around 159 pieces of these shuffle poles in the Sintala Islands of Niom. When you go there, I'd like you to open your eyes and see these products operating and functioning as it's supposed to be. And I'm very happy that with the help of IIEE, we were able to provide what we call awareness of our product to the consultants and to the end users. So in this particular island, we are installing a luminaire with a bracket, light ring, we have speakers, we have intercom, and we have cameras that are actually installed on poles. And we have 6 types of pole scattered throughout the entire Sintala Island. Now, I'm gonna move to Schréder OLED.
Sustainability is the compass for communities committed to viable development. It guides cities and managers in choosing the best solutions available on the market. IoT technologies can help cities meet their carbon reduction objectives while improving safety and well-being for citizens and increasing operational efficiency. Over more than 15 years, Schréder has developed undeniable expertise in connected outdoor lighting. Our latest generation portfolio for smart cities maximizes benefits, offering real-time monitoring and control of all assets. It provides a collaborative platform for managers and field staff to streamline operations, maximize energy savings, and keep street lighting at its best, creating cities people love to live in. Our approach is not limited to controlling streetlights. Evenly distributed throughout the city, connected street lighting provides a perfect backbone for data collection and other smart city applications. To connect street lighting, the luminaires are provided with a communication node to create a network. 2 types of architecture exist on the market, a star network or a mesh network. They offer very different capabilities. Wi-Fi or cellular networks are star networks. In a star network, each device talks directly to a gateway. Star networks are not very flexible and cannot adapt to local failures or urban developments. To regain full coverage, more gateways are needed. The commissioning process can also be very complex. Schréder solutions are based on a mesh network, offering highly reliable and resilient connectivity in all kinds of urban environments. In mesh networks, the more devices you add, the more robust the network becomes. In the event of a failure or change of landscape, the mesh automatically rebuilds itself. Mesh networks allow devices to communicate directly with each other, enabling real-time dynamic lighting and easy integration of sensors. The Schréder mesh network, based on the Wi-Sun stack, is IP compatible. Security checks are performed in real time on each link. If another object tries to join the network, the security access authentication ensures that this object is blocked. Schréder combines mesh and cellular networks to offer the best of both worlds in terms of network reliability, resilience, point-to-point communication, and real-time control. The IIIE-ERCSA control system comes with a feature-rich and user-friendly interface for monitoring and controlling all assets. As our aim is to offer the most open system on the market and to combat vendor lock-in, our systems are based on recognized standards such as ZD4i, UCFI and TORC. By using a standard data model for devices and platforms, we ensure that integration with other suppliers can be achieved seamlessly and without additional costs. Our solution is therefore fully future-proof. Schréder Outlet 4 allows true plug-and-play commissioning. Plug the Outlet 4 nodes into NEMA or Zaga luminaire sockets to initiate a fully automated self-test process. Wait a few seconds and the devices appear on the user interface map with all associated asset information. Outlet 4 does not require a gateway, which greatly simplifies the commissioning process. The Schréder Schréder control system is based on Microsoft Azure. It offers not only the most comprehensive feature set in the industry, but also the highest end-to-end security through state-of-the-art technologies and proven processes according to ISO 27001 standards. All over the world, Schréder is your local partner to start a successful smart city journey with open, future-proof and energy-efficient solutions. Together, let's unlock the potential of your streetlights for a more sustainable world.
Since I've been in the business in lighting from year 2000, after I graduated from college and I passed the board exam, I have been part of the lighting industry in the Philippines, one of the lighting designers back then. So definitely you saw illumination that play a key part in my career, in the forming of my career.